Hello, my name is Dan, and I am here representing John Paul Mitchell Systems and Cosmoprof. Today I would like to talk to you about an amazing haircut brought to us by Takashi. This haircut is the Fernanda haircut. This haircut is going to be great for the client that wants to keep their length, yet still adding a lot of layers and movement throughout their hair. I'm also going to be sharing with you our seriously smooth style while giving you a little bit of education on our moisture brand and our smoothing brand, really allowing you to further educate your clients and enabling you for a higher retail ticket. Now, as for me, 30% of my retail ticket is from our moisture line and our smoothing brand. My clients really love the way that it smells and they love the results that they get from these products. So they refer more people to me, really allowing me to really grow my business. So as you can see here, Zoe's my client who has half of her head has already been styled and smoothed out, and the other half is a little bit on the wetter end from our wash house experience. She had an amazing wash house experience with their Instant Moisture shampoo. This shampoo is going to be a color safe shampoo. It's going to really hydrate her dehydrated strands. It's going to plump up her lint finer fabric, and it's going to help protect it from further damage. So how this is going to do that is it has panthenol in it, which is going to help protect her hair, but it also has an instant moisture complex, which is really going to help moisturize her hair and while adding shine as well. Next, we followed that with our supercharged moisturizer. This moisturizer is really going to help improve Zoe's elasticity of her hair, and it's also going to give it an intense dose of moisture. So it's going to help give her better protection with her elasticity and also be a UV protectant. So we washed her up with that, and now we are going to begin our haircut. So, to start off this haircut, we are going to be doing a center parting from our front hairline all the way back to our crown. We are then going to be starting with a vertical diagonal back subsection. Try saying that 3 times fast. So we're going to pull this straight up in the air. We're going to make sure that our fingers are pointing down, our elbows are high in the air. This is what's really going to create our concavity throughout here. So we're going to be cutting shorter to longer. We're going to move on to section 2. Again with our vertical diagonal back subsections. We're making sure that we're dropping everything at a parietal because we want to keep all that length. We're going to push this into section 1, really over directing that into section 1. Again with straight up into the air. Finding our clue. And cutting shorter to longer. So for section 3, we're going to continue with our vertical diagonal back subsections. We're going to continue to drop at that parietal. Tongue twister. All right, we're going to continue to over direct that into section number 2. Again, fingers pointing down, elbows in the air, finding our previous guide, and cutting. Section number 4, again with our vertical diagonal back subsections, dropping at our parietal ridge, moving over directing section 4 into section 3. And cutting shorter to longer, creating that concavity. All right, so now that we are in the center back, we you're going to take that section straight out and up, making sure that we're dropping at that parietal still. Really want to conserve that length. Finding our shortest piece, elbows up, fingers down, and connecting. All right, now that we have that side done, we are now going to move so that we are standing directly in front of our client. So the reason for this is we want to continue the same elevation instead of the same finger positioning that we did on this side to this side. So since our hair's styled and smoothed out, we're not going to mess that up. We're just going to walk you through it. But we're going to grab a clue from our section number 1 here. We're going to continue with our vertical diagonal back subsections, pulling it straight up into the air and cutting shorter to longer with our elbows in the air and our fingers pointing down. So we're going to go with section 2, vertical back diagonal subsection, over directing into section 1, pulling straight up into the air, making sure that you're in front of your client, and cutting from shorter to longer, creating that concavity. We're then going to go from section 3 into section 2, section 4 into section 3, and so forth and so forth. Once we get to the back, we're going to do exactly what we did on this side. We're going to pull it straight out, dropping at that parietal again, really conserving that length, and up and out, and then just connecting that shorter to longer. So, as you can see, when we do that, all that over directing and forward flowing is creating a lot of just weight throughout the very back here. So in order to get rid of that weight, push my client up a little bit here. We are going to be doing a parting from our apex to our mastoid process. It's going to be separating the front from the back. So our apex to our mastoid process, separating the back from the front. I'll move you over here. So once we've done that, so both sides are done from the apex to the mastoid process, separating the front from the back, we are then going to take a center middle parting, center back parting, pulling this straight out. And as you can see, you'll see a bit of a point there. And that point is what's causing all of that weight and heaviness throughout there. So in order to get rid of that, we are just going to get rid of that point. So we're connecting our longest layer just to our perimeter. We're going to move all of this over, straight back over, pulling it straight out at 90, finding that point, and getting rid of it. Last section, bringing that straight on over, pulling that out at 90, finding that little corner there, and cutting that out. Now as you can see, we have a lot more movement throughout there. Looking good. Alrighty. So, now that we have the front and the back and the sides all layered up with our forward flowing concave layers, we're gonna add a little bit of fringe to Zoe here. So what we're gonna do is gonna take an arch shaping right in our front hairline here, just an arch shaping. We're going to bring this straight down Zoe's face here. We're going to pinch it, and we're going to bring it just about lip area here. I'm not going to take too much off of Zoe. We're going to be cutting palm to palm and point cutting that. And the reason for doing that is that we're going to get a beautiful arch shape right through there. Alright. So now, when we are connecting, we're just going to be connecting our shortest piece to our longest piece throughout here. So again, we're going to be taking our vertical back diagonal subsections. We're going to keep very close to Zoe's face here because we really don't want to add any elevation to this. We want to have it very close, and we're just going to slide cut that down. Again, with our vertical back diagonal, bringing it straight over, and slide cutting that down. So for the opposite direction here, the opposite side, just so that we have the exact same angle positioning as we do on this side to that side so the hair looks even, we are going to continue with our vertical diagonal back subsections, but we're going to actually go backhand, and we're just going to slide cut all the way down. And the reason for this is that we are keeping the exact same scissor angling, that we did on that side. So again, with our vertical diagonal back, pulling it straight over, really keeping it close to the face so we're not causing any elevation, and then just connecting our shortest to our longest. Now we have a great Fernanda haircut on Zoe. So now we are going to style Zoe. We are going to be using our straight works. This is going to give you the perfect balance of slip and hold. It's going to help really control your texture while giving you a nice smooth finish. It has lightweight humectants and conditioners in there, which are going to add a lot of shine and really hold the texture of your hair, really give you a nice smooth polish. So we're just going to run this through Zoe's mids and ends, getting a little bit around the hairline here to really get those flyaways, pesky flyaways. Next, we're going to be using our Super Skinny Relaxing Balm. This is literally my favorite product. I sell this to everybody. It's amazing. So, this is going to help constrict the hair strand while dispensing water, so it's going to help really close down your cuticle, cut down your drying time, and really help cut down your frizzies as well. It also has an anti-humidity styling agent, which is really going to help give your hair great memory. And it helps cut down your drying time. I mean, how much more could you ask for? I'd love to have less time behind my blow dryer. So we're just going to run this through her mids and ends, and again focusing just a little bit towards her root. All right. So Zoe has a lot of hair. It's fine, but she has a lot of hair. So we're going to section this into two sections, just to give us a lot more control. All right, we are going to be using our 413 sculpting brush. I love this because it is going to really help you sculpt the hair and style the hair, smooth it out. It has great bristles on there to really grasp the hair and give it a nice polish. We are also going to be using our Neuro Grip. I love this blow dryer. It's ergonomically correct, so it doesn't have a handle on it. Gotta love that, not hitting your clients in the face with it. And it also has a 2-year warranty on there. It has a Smart Sense microchip in there, which is going to let me know when to clean my filter. And it has a rubber coating on it, so in case I drop it, don't have to worry about breaking it. So we're going to be using our 413 and our Neuro Grip, Neuro Dry. And what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be using the shape of Zoe's head to really give her that smoothness. We're going to be following my blow dryer and really just using the shape of her head to get this as smooth as possible. mean, seriously, look how smooth that is. So, now, what we are going to be doing is we're going to be just following this up with our Nero Smooth. It's an 1.25 inch wide barrel. It has beveled isotherm plates on it, so it's really going to help regulate the heat on there, really help keep it consistent. But it's also going to help bevel your ends. It's going to help with the waves. It's going to help with the flips. It's going to add curls. It also has a Smart Sense microchip in there, which is going to help regulate my heat every 30 seconds and make sure that it's at the temperature that I put it at. So what we're going to be doing, just to kind of help polish off Zoe's ends here, is we're just going to be taking vertical diagonal back subsections again, and we're just going to be running through it with our iron, just to really polish off her ends, add a little bit of shine to it, and really closing down that cuticle. Looking good. Alright, so lastly, before I leave you guys, I would just like to go over everything and recap. So we went over an amazing haircut by Takashi that's just going to give you a lot of layering, a lot of forward flowing layerings, a lot of forward flowing concave layers. We went over our Instant Moisture Daily Shampoo, which is going to be color safe and really help protect your hair while adding a lot of body to it. And our Supercharged Moisturizer, which is going to improve the elasticity of the hair. It's also going to be a UV protectant. We went over our Straight Works, which is going to really help tame your texture while adding a lot of shine and smoothness to your style. We also went over our Super Skinny Relaxing Balm, which is going to help really fight your frizz, cut down your drying time while adding a lot of shine to your hair. So what I would like all of you guys to do is I would like you guys to go through your books, find about 3 clients of yours that could really benefit from our Seriously Smooth style. Go ahead, give them a call, have them come in, do the style on them, and post that on your social media to really help your business grow, really get your name out there. And lastly, while closing, I would just love to leave you with this quote that dreams never come true unless you wake up. Thank you very much.